Hey there, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Violet Vixen. Tonight we're making cake, and this one is called Blueberry and Orange Syrup Cake. Here's what we need. There's a few ingredients with this one, but it's not too hard to make. Like most cakes, chuck it all in and takes a while to cook, but I guess that's okay. Go and do something else while it's happening. So gather all this and let's get ready to roll. So first up, you are going to need your electric mixer. So make sure you got that ready. 250 grams of butter. Yes, it's a lot. Chop it up small, or as small as you can. That way it'll whip up a lot quicker. And try and get it out of the fridge a little bit before you're ready to start. Especially on a humid day, it's a lot easier. Okay, so that much choppiness, if that's even a word, is good. So just straight in the bowl. I cut my finger on the end of the knife, so just be a little bit careful if doing what I just did before. I tend to like using the same knife for different things. This one's really good for my butter. But unfortunately, when you're trying to chop up a lot and you go and put your finger where you shouldn't, you're naturally going to get stabbed. So try not to do it that way. Alright. Excellent. As I say, it sounds like it's a lot of butter, but cakes with a lot of butter in are really good. So, alright, let's get the next bit. In with that butter, add your 1 cup of caster sugar, 4 eggs, one at a time. Crack them into a cup so that you're not getting any shell or any bad bits into them. 1 egg, crack it into a cup. Make sure you get no shell in there. And one at a time, in they go. Okay, so next up you want to start folding the flour and the almond meal in. So the 2 oranges, we need the zest, so just get your little zester over the top of the cake. Not the juice, just the zest. Okay, all the zest is in. Now the blueberries, I've just had to wash the punnet and pick out the furry ones. Blueberries aren't supposed to be furry. So there's not quite 125 grams there. So give that a good mix, and then you want a round cake pan. Grease it and line it. If you can, get one where you can pop the base out. Okay, now pour that into your prepared cake pan. And we're going to cook this on 180 for an hour. I'm doing mine on 160 for 45 minutes, and I'll see how it's going. Okay, so I've taken it out at 45 minutes. It's all looking really good. So now what we've got to do is we've got to get the syrup. So I need to maneuver things around on my stovetop without killing my bench there. I'll use this hot plate and I'm going to make syrup. So let's go. Okay, so all it was half a cup of orange juice, which was not the juice of those 2 oranges. So I had a little bit of orange juice. Half a cup of white sugar, not any other sugar, white sugar. And half a cup of orange marmalade. I used breakfast marmalade, but believe it or not, I believe it's orange. Alright, we're going to let this simmer for, I'm going to bring it to the boil and then reduce heat and simmer for 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, so when it comes to the boil, turn it right down and make sure it doesn't overflow like it just did then. We're going to simmer it for 5 minutes. I don't know how I'm not going to have it go over. So I'm going to have fun with this one. So the trick with this is to just keep stirring it, keep an eye on it, and if it starts to rise, lift it off the hot plate. There is a thing called a simmer mat that you can get, which I think just basically turns it right down, but anyway, I haven't seen one. I haven't tried to look for one because normally I don't need to do anything like this. If it's like this, I'll do it in the silver bowl over the top of this saucepan. So this one keeps you on your toes. Speaking of toes, I nearly tried to burn my toes off so when it came up and over. So just be very careful if cooking in the kitchen barefoot, especially near hot liquids. While I might be used to burning my hands, I'm definitely not used to burning my feet, so I'm not going to do that again in a hurry. Alright, so we're nearly thick enough. Okay, near enough is good enough, so just pour it over the top of the cake. Basically all it does is it'll sink into the cake. Just do a bit at a time. Now because this is one of those bases that lifts out, I might end up with a bit of excitement if it comes out the bottom. Ah, there it goes. Told you. I did a cake like this many years ago. And I remember that I had to pierce it with a skewer or a chopstick so that the syrup would actually go into the cake. But I think either way, we're getting the syrup in, as you can see. Alright, this cake can be served warm or cold, and serve it with a dollop of whipped cream. If you watched the previous recipe, we had some double cream, so I'd recommend you use up some of that with it. Alright, thank you for watching Cooking with Violet Vixen, a blueberry and orange syrup cake. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Certainly looks delicious. And I'm going to catch you on another adventure on another day. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully soon there's going to be a bit more consistency with episodes. Alright, cheers, thanks for watching, bye!